Muslim pilgrims in Mecca have circled the Kaaba, Islam's holiest site, before taking part in a symbolic stoning of the devil. The pilgrims stay for several nights at Mina in one of the largest tent camps in the world. The Hajj is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and spans over 5 days, ending on July the 1st. And Iman Rashwan led tours for the Hajj pilgrimage from 2013 to 2019, and she joins us now from Launceston in Tasmania. Iman Rashwan, welcome. So there are always these really striking images of the Hajj that we see each year. Tell us what it's actually like to be part of.
Oh, it's very exciting. But first of all, hi, Joe. It's probably the most spiritual experience that most Muslims go through when they go to Hajj. You come back, you're feeling refreshed and renewed in your spirituality, and you just feel like a newborn child, actually.
Okay, so take us through a few of the elements of the pilgrimage, and I mentioned them just in the last couple of minutes. The first one we'll go to is the Kaaba. This would be the most recognisable image for a lot of people. Tell us what happens there.
Okay, so when you first get to Mecca, you would go around the Kaaba 7 times, and then you would go to what we call between 2 mountains. So you'll go 7 times between the 2 mountains. After you've finished that ritual, you will go to Mina, like you mentioned, and will stay in the tents. It is one of the largest camping sites in the world, actually.
Okay, I think we might, we wanted to get a bit of vision up of we might go to we wanted to see that classic shot of people walking around the Kaaba, and I think we've got that there. So actually, this is the stoning of the devil here now.
This is the stoning, yes.
Yeah, so explain for us what happens with this ritual.
Okay, so after you've spent your day in the mountain of Arafat or the plains of Arafat, you would move to an area called Muzdalifah, where you would spend the night there. The next morning, the first thing you would do is you would take your stones that you've already collected, and you would go and you would throw. It's a symbolic gesture, so you'll be throwing stones at the devil.
Right, and tell us about the story behind that.
Well, we're actually following in the steps of Prophet Ibrahim, or Abraham, as some will call him. And we move so whatever he did in his journey, we follow that same journey.
Right. Okay, we might now go to some live shots, and where we can actually see this classic image of people circling the Kaaba. So take us through what is actually happening here, and what's the symbolism of what is happening.
So this is all part of the pilgrimage, and so once you've thrown the stones, you'll go to Mecca after that, and you'll go around 7 times, and the idea is that the same as the whole process is following the steps of Prophet Ibrahim, and it's a spiritual journey. This is your time where you connect with God, Allah, and people, when they're walking around the 7 times, they're supplicating, they're praying, they're talking to God. This is their time to connect with their fellow Muslims. So everybody in that space that you can see now, they're from all parts of the world, and you wouldn't even you can't tell a rich man from a poor man, which country they come from, if they're a poor country or a rich country. Everybody's united in that same cause.
And is that the peak of the experience for you being there? And is that happening in the Grand Mosque? Is it?
Yeah, this is the Kaaba was first built by Prophet Ibrahim, and then got constructed a few times in part of the history. But my personal journey, I've been there a few times. I've been to Mecca many times, but I've performed Hajj 9 times in my lifetime. Yeah, so it's an exciting journey. It's a rewarding journey. You come back, and You just want to go back again.
And sometimes it can be dangerous. There have been some tragic events there, and it's been really hot this year as well. And you've been involved with tour groups there. So have you had to be careful with the tour groups in terms of managing them with crowd crushes?
Yes, we had one incident where everybody decided to go and throw the last stones at the same time, straight after the adhan. So what happened was people that were sitting down on the ground were crushed by people coming from behind them. So with our group, we asked them to stay behind until everything was cleared and was safe for them to go. The year after that, they stopped that from happening and made it into like times of each group can go at a different time, so to avoid that type of tragedy.
Yeah. And Iman, what draws you to Islam?
My connection with God, my connection with Allah, my love for the Prophet Muhammad. He's shown us how to be the best of human beings that we can. I feel like I can't say that I was always like a really good practicing Muslim, but I feel like once I started my journey into learning about Islam and my religion, I felt like I actually became a better person for it.
And how do the tenets of Islam gel with a modern, liberal, inclusive, pluralistic society?
I think Islam is for everybody, for every time. It's not for any particular period of time. It's for all ages. When the Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, it was not for one period of time. It wasn't just for his period of time. It was for all ages. So it's a guide for us for everything in our life. It guides us in how to deal with and manage our life with our families, with our community, with the world in general.